On tonight's episode of the podcast, it is the season 30 finale. We are going out with a bang as we talk Wicked for Good. Is it as good as the first one? We will chat about it. Over on the streaming side, Kevin James teaming up with Alan Ritchson was not on my bingo card, but it actually turned out to be pretty fun. Playdate is here on Prime Video. We're going to chat about it. Over on the TV side, one of my favorite shows that's currently on is back for its fourth and final season, and that is Bel-Air over on Peacock. We will chat about it. Got a couple other TV shows that just wrapped up their seasons, and I definitely want to talk to you all about that. And of course, we got the news of the week. We got everything that has happened in the last 7 days. So strap on in and get ready, because it is time for a new Am I on the Air? Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome back to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is DONMEGA, and I'm your host, and I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with all the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news in television, movies, and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. Tonight, it's season 30. It's episode 30, and yes, it is our season finale. I thought this is a good time as we're at the 30 for 30 mark, and we got Thanksgiving in a couple days, and when we come back next week, it's going to be December, man, and we're going to be wrapping up 2025, so it is the season 30 finale. Tonight's show is simply titled For Good, because we will be talking about some Wicked for Good, along with some other things. We're breaking down the news from November the 19th through today, November the 25th. So yes, got a couple movies, got a couple TV shows, and of course, as always, we'll get you caught up with everything that has dropped in the last week in entertainment news. So let's jump on in and let's get her going. Wicked for Good, the number one movie in the world, making all the money, breaking all the records. It's pretty damn crazy, man. This movie is massive, but of course we expected it to be, because the first movie was massive. It fell just a little bit short of making $1 billion. It became the biggest musical movie of all time. It won everybody over. It's based, of course, on the big Broadway play. Everyone loves it, and this was the sequel. They took that play, they broke it into two parts, and they spread it out over a course of 1 year, because the first movie came out last November, and then here we are for part two. And we get the completion of the story that you would have saw a year ago if they would have just made the movie like the play. But they decided to stretch a 3-hour play into a 5.5-hour movie, and here we are. So the big question is here, is this movie any good? Is this movie superior to the first? Is it a satisfying conclusion? Well, a couple different answers for you. Is it as good as the first movie? It is not. Is it good? Yes. Is it a satisfying conclusion? Sure. I will tell you this. I never saw the stage play. I went into that first movie very reluctantly. Very reluctantly. My wife is a big fan of the stage play. That first Wicked movie was her most anticipated movie of the year, and this movie was her most anticipated movie of this year. She loves Wicked, so she drugged me along to the first movie, and like I said, I went reluctantly, and I was like, I'm not going to like this. This is going to suck. And I ended up loving that first movie. I really, really liked the first Wicked. It's super catchy. The performances are great. The costume design, the way the movie looks, it's just a beautiful film. And I loved it. I think I even gave it an honorable mention of my favorite movies of the year. So I was ready, man. That made me stoked to see part two. Because, I mean, after an ending like that first movie with some defying gravity, you're ready to see where things go. So I was ready. Now, again, I've never seen the stage play. I didn't know what to expect. I go into this movie, and it's okay. It's good. It's nowhere near as good as the first movie. all the really cool, catchy, poppy songs are in the first movie. The music in this one is not very good, in my opinion. I did not like it. And my wife warned me. She said all the good songs are in the first half of the movie. And she was not joking. There are a couple exclusions to that, because, of course, the movie's called For Good. The song For Good is incredible. I mean, goosebumps. Goosebumps. I think a tear streamed down my face during For Good. It's a powerful song. No Good Deed is another song, and that's about where everything ended for me. Those are the only two songs I actually liked. And my daughter went with me too, and she said she agreed. Those were the only two songs she liked. She was really let down. And my daughter loved the first movie, so she was very excited, and she felt about the same way as I did. It was good, it was fine, but nowhere near as good as the first movie with only two good songs. So, you know, if you're not a fan of that first movie, are you going to walk into this one and become magically a fan? I don't think so. I think if you're a fan of the first, you're going to like the second. If you're not a fan of the first, you're not going to be a fan of this one, because it's just really more of the same, and it's not done as well. Now, from a directing standpoint, great. From an acting standpoint, great. Ariana Grande kills it. Cynthia Erivo kills it. All the actors kill it. There's some really cool twists if you've never seen the stage play that I did not see coming, and I was like, damn, they went there? That's kind of cool. But overall, it was just good. It was kind of a letdown because they did a really good marketing campaign, had some really great trailers, and I don't really feel like it evolved to that high state that the first movie did. But, you know, they did what they could with what they had, and that second half is not as strong by all accounts. So, you know, kind of a miracle they pulled off what they did. We'll say that. So, at the end of the day, I would give Wicked for Good 3 out of 5 stars. It is good. And I'm going to leave it there. Again, if you're a fan of the first one and you're on the fence for whatever reason, go see it. I think you'll enjoy it. If you did not like the first one and you're thinking, maybe I'll like this one, I don't think you will. So there you go. That is Wicked for Good. My next movie was a little safer here at home. It is a Prime Video exclusive movie. It is called Playdate. And this one here, man, I had no clue this movie was even being made. And they pulled off something actually pretty fun here, teaming up Kevin James with Alan Ritchson. I love both these dudes. Kevin James, I've been a major fan of for so many decades. I mean, I grew up on, you know, King Queens. That's one of my favorite all-time comedy sitcoms. Kevin is super, super funny. Alan Ritchson, obviously Reacher. I've loved everything he's been doing lately. And of course, I've been, you know, pushing for him to be the Batman in our new DCU. So I'm a big Alan Ritchson fan. So you put these two together and you actually get something kind of unique. And I actually really dug it. I had a good time with this one and had a lot of laughs. And this movie also has Sarah Chalke. It has Isla Fisher. It's got Alan Tudyk. So it has a really good cast. And on this one here, you have when out-of-work accountant Brian, played by Kevin James, joins stay-at-home dad Jeff, played by Alan Ritchson, for a play date with their sons. He expects a laid-back afternoon. Instead, they're chased by mercenaries, and Brian, totally unprepared, must survive one absurd obstacle after another. So this is a pretty straightforward action comedy where basically, you know, Kevin James is trying to bond with his stepson, and he meets Alan Ritchson's character at the park, him and his son, and Alan Ritchson kind of clicks up with him real quick and, you know, is already like, are we just best friends? And kind of takes over the day real quick. And Kevin's a little, you know, reserved, little laid back, but of course things aren't what they seem. And there's these bad guys coming and they want Alan Ritchson's son. For what reason? You'll have to watch the movie to find out. But it's, you know, it's crazy. What I'm going to say about this movie is, you know, again, I have to kind of feel like I have to preface this because people will be like, oh, it wasn't that great or it wasn't that funny. Like, sometimes, you know, it's okay to just enjoy a silly movie. You know, there's a reason why this is a streaming movie. This is not a theatrical play. They're not trying to make a bunch of money off this. This is a lazy Sunday afternoon. You want to throw something on for the fam. This is a fun little one, man. I laughed a lot. It had some good action. My daughter watched it. She really liked it. My wife liked it. I liked it. It's a fun little watch, man. And it did what it was meant to do. So I had a great time with it. I recommend Playdate. Check this one out, now streaming on Prime Video. I give this one 3 out of 5 stars as well. Okay, that's what we got on the movie side. Switch on over to the TV side. Bel-Air is back for season 4, and this is the 4th and final season, which I'm kind of bummed out about. I really, really like this show, and for those of you that are unaware of this show, and Bel-Air might sound a little familiar to you, that's because, yes, this is based on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith, the comedy from back in the day. The only thing is, this is not a comedy. This is a drama retelling using the same characters in that story loosely and kind of revisioning it. And this show has been awesome, man. It's been really unique to have kind of a rebooted show like this that's done in a different vein. They're not trying to just duplicate the original show. It's not a comedy by any sense. And all the people are great. It's great to see the characters you know and love, but put into different crazy drama situations. And this is the 4th season. Peacock just dropped the first 3 episodes. I've watched the first 2, and it's a really strong start for this final season, man. I am ready for it. I love this show. It's great to be back into this world. So check out Bel-Air for its 4th and final season over on Peacock. I also checked out the new comedy special from Sebastian Maniscalco. It's called It Ain't Right, and this is streaming on Hulu. Sebastian is hilarious, dude. I really like this guy. I was a big fan of his show Bookie when it came out last year on HBO, and unfortunately it got canceled after 2 seasons, but he's super, super funny, and this was a fun set over on Hulu. It's about an hour long, goes into some really good stuff, and if you're a fan of stand-up comedy, I think this is one that's definitely worth checking out, so do that. And then real quickly, I always like to recircle the shows I've already reviewed when the season ends to tell you, because I know a lot of people wait to binge. So Tulsa King is done now with season 3. The finale just aired this past Sunday, and so you can binge the whole season now. Sylvester Stallone's show Tulsa King on Paramount Plus. I will say this though, little underwhelmed. I love this show so much. The first 2 seasons, so good. Season 3 was kind of lackluster, man. I really hope they come back with a bang with season 4, because 3 kind of lost me, and I have a couple other friends that watch this show and they kind of felt the same way. So it's still a good show. I'm still going to recommend it, but season 3 was a little bit of a hiccup compared to the first 2 seasons, but it is done, so you can check that out now. And also, there was a show I reviewed a couple weeks back over on Peacock called All Her Fault, and I just finished it, and it was amazing. I loved it. What a great series. Lots of twists and turns, not predictable at all. Every time I thought I had this thing figured out, they flipped it on me. So definitely recommend you checking it out. You can stream all the episodes right now on Peacock. It is called All Her Fault, and yeah, highly recommend there. So that's what I got for you guys. Over in theaters again, Wicked for Good, 3 out of 5 stars. Playdate, now streaming on Prime Video, 3 out of 5 stars. Over on the TV side, Bel-Air is back for season 4 on Peacock. Tulsa King, season 3, now streaming on Paramount Plus. All Her Fault, streaming over on Peacock. And Sebastian Maniscalco, check him out. It Ain't Right over on Hulu. All right, guys, so that is our reviews out the way. Let's get on over to the box office. Coming in at number 10, it is Sarah's Oil. Number 9 is Black Phone 2. Number 8, Nuremberg. Number 7, Regretting You. Number 6 was Sisu, Road to Revenge. This was the debut for Sisu, coming in only at number 6 with 2.4 million. Number 5 is Brendan Fraser's new movie Rental Family, only pulling in 3.3 mil. Number 4 was The Running Man. Number 3 was Predator Badlands. Number 2, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. And coming in at number 1, it is Wicked for Good. Coming in a little under what those predictions were. After the weekend was done, they were saying it was going to hit 150 million. It ended up making 147, so still nothing to cry about. But 147 was its final take from the 3-day weekend. So massive debut, the second biggest behind Minecraft. So, crazy to see. But Wicked killing the game, beating the first movie out by far. So congratulations there for Wicked for Good. All right, let's switch gears. Let's get into our news of the week. And again, if you want to check any of this stuff out, watch any of these trailers, we have it all housed right here on our X page. It's x.com/amiontheair. You don't even have to subscribe. Just go to the URL and check it all out. We have your first look at Jumanji 3. That's right. Actually, Jumanji 4 because we always count the Robin Williams one. So this is Jumanji 4. It's going to be hitting theaters December of 2026. They are now filming. We talked about this on last week's show. The Rock, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, Karen Gillan. They are... Looks like their characters are in the real world this time, so not going into the video game coming out to us. So that'll be interesting to see. A new Stargate TV series is coming. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one for a long time. Amazon has officially greenlit a new Stargate TV series. Martin Gero, a veteran of the original franchise, is set to helm the project as plot details are still under wraps. But yes, get ready for a Stargate TV series. I think that would be pretty damn cool in 2026. A24's How to Make a Killing, which was formerly known as Huntington, is officially going to be released on February 27th of 2026. It's going to star Glenn Powell and Margaret Qualley. And speaking of this movie, the trailer actually just dropped today. Looks pretty fun, man. It's Glenn Powell being part of a very wealthy family, but he doesn't get his inheritance till like 8 other people die, so he might try to kill them all to get his money quicker. It looks fun, man. It looks like a lot of fun. So once again, it's called How to Make a Killing. It comes out February 27th of 2026 with Glenn Powell and Margaret Qualley. We have the new trailer for We Bury the Dead. That's right, Daisy Ridley stars in a new zombie film. It's going to hit theaters on January 2nd, 2026. Landman, debuting for season 2, pulled in 9.2 million viewers in its first 2 days. That's a 262% jump from the show's 2024 season premiere. So craziness, man. Landman killing it over on Paramount Plus. I'm a little on the fence with this season. I loved Landman season 1, but season 2 so far has been pretty boring. But hopefully it'll find its footing here. HBO has renewed A Night of the Seven Kingdoms for season 2. The renewal comes ahead of the Game of Thrones prequel series premiere, which is coming out on January 18, 2026. The second season of the half-hour series will debut in 2027. Also, House of the Dragon has been renewed for season 4, which is looking to debut on HBO sometime in 2028. The third season of the Game of Thrones prequel is due in summer of 2026. Also renewed, Tim Robinson's HBO comedy The Chair Company. It has been renewed for season 2. The network says the show is HBO's top freshman comedy in platform history, averaging 3.3 million viewers in the U.S. via live, plus 3 cross-platform averages. Pretty damn awesome there. I love The Chair Company. Congratulations, Tim Robinson, getting that one renewed. Also renewed, Rachel Sennett's I Love L.A. It will return for a second season over on HBO. Per the network, I Love L.A. is among the fastest growing of the original comedies, averaging nearly 2 million cross-platform viewers in the U.S. in its first season. The Weeknd's After Hours Till Dawn tour surpassed $1 billion, making it the top-earning tour by a male solo artist in history. So congratulations there to The Weeknd. All Creatures Great and Small, which returns for season 6 in January over on PBS, has already been renewed for season 7 and 8. That's right, the additional seasons will include 6 episodes each, as well as additional Christmas specials. Never heard of this show, but it doesn't surprise me since it's on PBS. Why I haven't, but congratulations for those that watch. Also renewed, I'm very excited about this one, Task. I loved the show Task with Mark Ruffalo. I thought it was a one and done, but nope. HBO has said Task has been renewed for season 2. Mark Ruffalo will return as FBI agent Tom Brandis, but of course, they're going to go kind of anthology series on this where he will set up a new task force for a new crime and they'll go forward. So, you know, we get a new mystery, but we get to keep the running motor of the team, which is Mark Ruffalo, and I love it. Netflix, as part of its offer to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery Studios and streaming business, has pledged that if they win the bid, they will continue releasing Warner Brothers movies in theaters. So I know a lot of people were worried that if Netflix bought Warner Brothers, there'd be no more theatrical films coming out from them, but they say no, everything on the Warner Brothers side will still remain in theaters. So there you go. Toy Story 5 director Andrew Stanton says that the 5th movie is not franchise overkill because technology has changed everybody's lives, and we're asking what that means for us and to our kids. The movie is about how nobody's really playing with toys anymore. So There you go for those wondering about Toy Story 5. In some pretty interesting news, the final 8 episodes of the short-lived Friends spinoff Joey, which never aired in the United States, are now available to view on YouTube. That's right. There was 8 episodes of Joey season 2 that never ever aired because the show got canceled, and you can now stream them on YouTube if you like. Major League Baseball has struck a 3-year deal with NBC Universal, Netflix, and ESPN. NBC will launch a new Sunday night baseball franchise, while Netflix will carry an opening night game and the Home Run Derby and the Field of Dreams game. So very cool there. We have your first look at Ponies, which stars Emilia Clarke and Haley Lou Richardson. They solve a Cold War murder in an upcoming Peacock series. Tulsa King is moving into production on season 4, but without a formal showrunner following the dismissal of more than 24 crew members. Scott Stone, 101 Studios executive in charge of production, has stepped in as the temporary showrunner. So hopefully this doesn't mess up season 4. We have the official trailer for Pixar's new film Hoppers. This hits theaters on March 6th of 2026. We've got some all-new character posters for the new Knives Out mystery, Wake Up Dead Man, which is going to be starting a limited run starting tomorrow, so make sure you go out and check that out. We have the official teaser for A24's The Moment. This is starring Charlie XCX, Kylie Jenner, Rachel Sennett, Alexander Skarsgård, and more. Looks pretty interesting, so check out the trailer for The Moment. We also have the official trailer for the new Hunger Games movie. That's right, the Hunger Games Sunrise on the Reaping. This hits theaters on November 20th, 2026. The show Poker Face, which Peacock unfortunately canceled, was in discussions with HBO to save the show. Talks have happened, but they are mum at this point. So no official word yet, but it looks like HBO has talked to them about saving Poker Face. So keep our fingers crossed there. We got an article up with talking about David Fincher's upcoming U.S. Squid Game remake, and check it out if you want to learn more about that. The CW has confirmed that Wild Cards will return stateside for season 3 in January. Leighton Meester and Jared Padalecki are going to star in a new Netflix rom-com based on Catherine Center's bestseller, The Bodyguard. We have the full complete list of all the CMA award winners, so check that out if you are interested. Eddie Murphy has revealed his big 3 Wish I Would Have Done movies. Get ready, Ghostbusters, Rush Hour, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Those are his 3. Damn, I wish I would have went back in time and did those. Dwayne Johnson was talking about the Jungle Cruise sequel, which Disney had greenlit at one point, but now it looks like it's off the table. The Rock says, I don't think the Jungle Cruise sequel is happening at Disney anymore. I think they looked at that property and thought, we did it once, not sure if we should revisit it again. So very unfortunate. That was a fun movie. Kendrick Lamar and South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone, they've been working on a mysterious comedy movie. This movie has been delayed again. That's right, Paramount has removed the film from its March release date, and they said, it's true, we're moving again, but we're working very hard to finish the movie. So, man, what is this film? I cannot wait to learn more. Lena Dunham's Netflix series Too Much has been canceled after just 1 season. Joel Egerton's drama series Trigger Point has been set over at Netflix with A24 producing. Wicked, when it opened up on Thursday for the preview night, earned over $30.8 million just in those previews, which was the biggest preview night haul of the year. Then they thought it was tracking $150 to $180 million opening, which it did not get anywhere close to that. It made 147. So, but then on Friday, it took in 68.6. Just on Friday alone, that put it on pace for 151.5 million. So it obviously just did not keep its pace up over the weekend. I think word of mouth dipped a little bit for people that were on the fence, unfortunately. We have the official trailer for Return to Silent Hill. This movie hits theaters on January 23rd of 2026. Yes, they are talking about what they're tentatively talking about, which is Wicked 3. But it's not as clean as it sounds. When they talk Wicked 3, they are, at this point, they're saying they're not talking about Elphaba or Glinda. They say that story is done, but they have some ideas of some spin-offs and some other things you could do in that universe. And of course, they are thinking that because this movie is a moneymaker. So we will see whatever comes out of these small little talks for some more in the Wicked universe. Brendan Fraser says the Mummy 4 script is exactly what he wanted to make for 20 years. That's right. He says when they did the third Mummy movie, he says, that was a lot of other people getting involved. It was for the ride opening up. It was just it was a push with a script that they weren't really all in on. And he says, but this is the movie they all wanted to make back in the day. So gets me excited, man. I can't wait to see what they do with another Mummy movie. A new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action movie has been announced, but there is some bad news. And the bad news is, it was announced a couple years ago that they were going to do a live action, The Last Ronin Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, which would have been rated R, would have been very adult based on the comic book. A lot of people very excited for that Last Ronin movie. Well, Paramount Pictures, of course, has been bought out, and there's new leadership there, and they have made the decision to not go that route. They feel Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is very kid-friendly, and they don't want to confuse the audience, so they have decided to scrap The Last Ronin and put all their focus into a new live-action movie that is more kid-based, and they're bringing in the producers of the Sonic the Hedgehog films to kind of keep it with that flow since they do so well. So we'll see what ends up happening with the upcoming TMNT universe here. Let's see here. We got an all-new trailer for Stranger Things 5 Volume 1. That's right. Start streaming tomorrow. We get the first 4 episodes of the final season. So get ready. I know a lot of people are very stoked. I'll have some more news on Stranger Things here in just a little bit. We have the official trailer for Heated Rivalry. This premieres November 28th on HBO Max. Let me see here. My bad. Sorry. 50 Cent is putting out a new Netflix documentary series called Sean Combs The Reckoning. That's right. It is a P. Diddy documentary about everything that went down on Diddy in jail. This comes out on Netflix December 2nd, so get ready for that. Diane Keaton's Baby Boom is getting a reboot over at MGM Studios. The streamer has tapped Michael Showalter to direct the new take on the film. Zootopia 2 is poised to dominate the Thanksgiving box office with $135 million up to $150 million over its first 5 days in theaters. Wicked for Good is projected to still add another $100 million. The Scrubs revival trailer has dropped. It brings Zach Braff, Donald Faison, and Sarah Chalk back. Judy Reyes and John C. McGinley back to Sacred Heart 15 years after the comedy series ended. Scrubs debuts February 25th over on ABC. Assassin's Creed, they're still moving forward with the TV series over on Netflix, and they have cast Toby Wallace in a leading role for the upcoming Netflix series. Amazon Prime Video's Barbershop TV series is building out its cast with Punky Johnson, Brett Gray, Roy Wood Jr., and E.J. Bonilla. The Secret Wives of Mormon Wives has been renewed for 20 more episodes, which will likely make up 2 more seasons. Season 4 is set to debut on Hulu in early 2026. Are you ready? A 4th Rush Hour movie is now officially in the works at David Ellison's Paramount Skydance after supposedly President Donald Trump reportedly pushed his billionaire friend to revive the franchise. Pretty damn interesting. When this news first dropped, I thought it was a joke. I was like, what? I was like, what are they even talking about? Because all these articles were like, Rush Hour 4 now happening because of Donald Trump. And I'm like, what? So I kept skipping them. And then by like the 6th article, I was like, okay, maybe I should read this. And sure enough, they're saying that Donald Trump pushed Paramount to get the rights to this thing so they could push out a Rush Hour 4. And supposedly bringing back, obviously, Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan and Brett Ratner even as the director. So it's an interesting story, man. We'll see what ends up happening with this one here, but supposedly it is a go. Tom Cruise's last Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning, is finally going to hit streaming. It'll hit Paramount Plus starting on December 4th. It grossed $598 million at the worldwide box office. Eva Green has been cast as Aunt Ophelia in Wednesday Season 3, so congratulations there. She will be a series regular. The Samurai-turned-pretty star Gavin Casalengo and Riverdale actor Madeline Petch will star in Prime Video's movie adaptation of the Wattpad hit Chasing Red. Netflix's upcoming reboot of Star Search has named Anthony Anderson as its new host. The series premieres on January 13th, with episodes airing live Tuesdays and Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Episodes will include real-time voting for viewers. Yeah. I'm excited about this one here. If you're a video gamer, you probably played Far Cry, and there's been a lot of rumors for many, many years that we're going to get a Far Cry movie or TV show. It is now official that we're getting a TV series. FX has ordered a series adaptation of Ubisoft's Far Cry franchise from Noah Hawley and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia's Rob Mack. The series will follow an anthology-like format, just like the games, and will feature a different cast and setting for each season. I love it. I love it. I love it. So let's go. Scarlett Johansson is going to be starring in the upcoming new Exorcist movie for Universal and Blumhouse. That's right, this is the one that Mike Flanagan is going to be doing. It is not a continuation from the last one. It sounds like Mike is going to do a complete reboot on the franchise. And yes, Scarlett comes into it, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All's Fair. This is the show with Kim Kardashian as a lawyer. It's a crazy, crazy show that is not very good and has been getting killed by critics and even by normal watchers. But a lot of y'all are watching this thing because Hulu has just renewed All's Fair for season 2. That's right. The show debuted at number 1 on Hulu's viewership chart, marking the streamer's biggest original scripted premiere in 3 years. So y'all can talk shit all you want, but y'all are watching this thing. Hugh Jackman says he will never say he's retiring from playing Wolverine again. I am never saying never, ever again. So there you go. He found out. He says every time you're doing an interview, you got to go, nope, I'm not doing that again. But then you keep making another one, and then it's a big, big hit. So are you going to do more? So yeah, I will never, never say never again. Industry Season 4 will officially premiere January 11th over on HBO and HBO Max. New episodes of the 8-episode season will air weekly. Billie Eilish is following in Taylor Swift's footsteps over here with the concert movie. She's doing a concert documentary that'll be in 3D, and because that 3D is there, you know who directed this for her? James Cameron. That's right. She co-directed it with James Cameron. It'll be released in theaters March 20th of next year. Paramount Pictures will be releasing it. So there you go. Netflix's One Piece has officially started production on season 3. We have the official trailer for Gus Van Sant's new movie Dead Man's Wire. This stars Bill Skarsgård, Zachary Montgomery, Coleman Domingo, Al Pacino, and Carrie Ells. So good trailer, man. Very interesting look here. We also have the official teaser for Industry Season 4. It premieres January 11th, once again over on HBO Max. We got that Scrubs teaser. Check that out. It's really funny. Are you ready? It's almost time for Stranger Things Season 5. We talked about this one here. So starting tomorrow, you're going to get 4 episodes. Episode 1 is an hour and 8 minutes. Episode 2 is 54 minutes. Episode 3 is an hour and 6 minutes. And episode 4 is an hour and 23 minutes. So some big, big episodes. Then they're going to take a little break. We're going to come back with 3 episodes on Christmas Day. They're each over an hour and a half long. Hour 43, hour 41, and hour 58. And then on New Year's Eve, December 31st, The Right Side Up is the name of the episode. It is 2 hours and 1 minute for the final episode that will also be in movie theaters for the weekend. So very, very cool. It is almost time. Get ready for Vecna. All right. James Cameron says now that Avatar 3 might be his last movie in the franchise. That's right. I mean, before we were talking about Avatar 3, 4, 5, that he was going to keep this thing going, but I think he's pretty burnt out. It sounds like he's like, bro, I've been in fucking Pandora for like 20 years. I need to get out and do some other shit. So he seems pretty content at leaving this movie at 3. He says if it makes a ton of money and it becomes another one of the biggest movies of all time, then maybe he'll go back and do part 4. He says he did leave a little doorway open for another sequel if it deems so. But he says, but if it doesn't hit the money mark that he wants it to hit, then he's going to end it here and walk away. So very interesting, man, for a guy that a couple years ago said he had all these movies mapped out for years to come. But yeah, I can understand, man. He's just been so tied up and tapped into this for so many years that he's probably got his brain fried at this point, so I understand. Tron Ares, which y'all let bomb at the box office, even though it's one of the best films of the year, hits digital finally on December 2nd. I can't wait to watch that one again. Begonia hit digital today. The universe of The Rookie is expanding. Jay Ellis will star in the new spinoff called The Rookie North, which just earned a pilot order. We have all of your Black Friday streaming deals. So check out the article we have up. It's got all the ways that you can save money through all your favorite streamers. They're all really, really cheap if you're looking to get something here for Black Friday. Again, in a move that sure to send shockwaves through Hollywood, Paramount is closing in on that deal to distribute Rush Hour 4, which will mark the big screen studio comeback of disgraced director Brett Ratner, along with everybody else that is a part of this. So we've been waiting, man. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker said they've been waiting years to make this movie. It looks like it is officially a go. So we will see what happens there. And on that note, my friends, that is the end of the show. So thank you so much for joining me and getting caught up. I hope you feel educated at this point for our season 30 premiere. Or finale, I should say. Sorry, my bad. It's getting late. It's getting tired. It's getting late. Yes. So we're gonna wrap it up again. Happy early Thanksgiving. That is in 2 days. I hope you all stuff up on turkey and stuffing and potatoes and mac and cheese and deviled eggs and all that good stuff, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I am ready to take a good day to just myself. And some good food. So make sure you guys have a great Thanksgiving with your friends and family and whoever you celebrate with. Let's have an amazing week. Let's do some plugs and get on out of here. amiontheair.com is the official webpage. All you need is there, all the bookmarks, everything. Make sure you like us on Facebook at facebook.com/amiontheair. Give us a follow over on our X page at amiontheair. You can follow me directly at DXDonMega. Same handles over on Blue Sky and Threads. So if you're on one of those other ones, look us up and give us a follow, man. It's all love. It's all one family. Make sure you subscribe to us on all our other social medias like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Just search simply Am I on the Air. Make sure you subscribe to us on your favorite podcast listening apparatus, whether it's Apple Podcast or Spotify or iHeartRadio or Pandora. Wherever you listen, we are there. So just make sure you subscribe, leave a thumbs up, leave 5 stars. Help me out. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Always follow them at Red Dragons Radio and at popculture_pros. Thank you guys for always streaming our show on demand. That'll do it for me on this Tuesday, November the 25th. Gobble, gobble. Have a great Thanksgiving. Thank you for 30 great episodes of season 30. We'll be back next week with the season 31 premiere. Let's do it. Let's keep it going into 2026. We are ready, baby. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragons!